Hello, everyone. Well, I think we got it. So I see we got many people live here this morning. If you see me looking there, I'm looking at the comment there. So Holly is here. That girl is quick. I just talked to her and she had just come out of the shower. So she's quick on the ball. Here we go. Let me pull this. Perfect. So we're going to start this very quick. You know, I like to start at time. I got 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, we're going to be starting. Before we start, I want to share with you, right now, as a demonstrator, you know, we get per to order in advance. Well, I just fell in love. It's called share what you love or do what you love, something like that. Let me look at the share what you love suite. Well, we got a new designer series paper in the catalog and it's to die for. It's not really just the paper like regular. It is cardstock. And you can see you get the metallic on it. See that? It's beyond gorgeous. So what about if you're a demonstrator, you know you can get it now. Also the in color, if you're a demonstrator, you can get it now. Well, you can also just join my team. I mean, it's with the new catalog, it's so much stuff. I'm sure your list, your wish list is going to increase. Why not joining just for the discount? Or if you want to build a business, that is great also, but you can join my team for the discount. You start at 20% and it can go up. All depends on your monthly purchase or sale or whatever. So think about that with the new catalog. Right now, it would be a great time to join. Also, that next month, all demonstrators are going to get the catalog, while customer going to wait till June. So, and right now, if you're a demonstrator, you can get all the new ink pad in the new colors, the in colors, I should say. So another perk why joining, it's a great thing. So keep that in mind. Let me stop this one there and put oh. Here we go. I'm trying to watch everywhere. Here we go. So think about that. I mean, I would love to have you on the team. My team, it's built of more obvious. They're whatever for the discount. I get some with the business. So you're going to fit right in. Whatever that you choose to join in for the discount or to build a business, you're going to fit right in. So think about that. If you're interested, up on my blog at FrenchieStamps.com and boom. Right there at the top, question and answer. And if my question and answer, it's not there, you get more question, just shoot me an email or give me a call. I'm here to help you. So that's the little scoop about the new thing. I know it's many things about the new colors and so on. This broadcast, it's not about that. It's about those cute little thing here. We're going to do 2 of this. So I'm going to have plenty of new video coming up about the ink pad, about the new colors and so on. I already did shoot a few. Get one here on Facebook, get one on, one on Facebook, one here on YouTube. So I will not go in detail with that today. And one thing, to get the PDF file for today, this is the hostess code. I think this one is right better. It is XKEP9 3DH. Don't worry, if you didn't have time to write it, it's right on my first page on my blog. And it's with another $40, you're going to get the PDF file sent to you in an email. A few more things. Housekeeping, let's do it that way, housekeeping. You know that I'm live every Thursday. It's called Frenchie Create on the Fly, live on Facebook. Well, last night I had a conversation with a customer named Margaret, and because I do another live on Facebook, it's never announced, just I pop in and boom. And she said sometimes she gets tough time with Facebook. And now the way that Facebook, you know, if you read the whole thing about Facebook, they don't share everything in your feed. And especially if it's a business page, it's even, sometimes it don't fit right, even if you get notification and so on. So after having a long conversation with Margaret, I decide that my extra live, you know, I was doing pop one at any time, that one's going to be right here on YouTube. So once a week, I will be live, not like today. This is a class. I call that class on YouTube. I'm going to pop live on YouTube. I don't know when. It's going to be always different time and so on. And I will not pick a date. And I'm going to tell you why. Right now, I'm attached at the house on Thursday, and every Thursday, and also the first Tuesday of the month. Well, with my husband's schedule, it's never the same. So right now, it's like, well, if he's off, like Thursday, Friday, we're stuck. We cannot go nowhere. Because I like to keep my schedule with what I say I'm doing. Sometimes I'm going to skip here and there, but I really try hard to keep it every Thursday. So the one on YouTube is going to be popping at different time of the day, night. It won't be at midnight, but at different time during the day. So if you want to get notification, two things you have to do. You have to subscribe to my blog, not my blog, but right here on Facebook. You see right there, it says subscribe. If you subscribe there, and when you're off the live, whatever, you're going to have a little bell. It's a little bell beside my subscribe button. If you click on the little bell, you're going to get notification when I'm live. So that's the best place. And maybe I'm going to even test that tomorrow, because when I'm live, I try a few, you know, live on YouTube and live on Facebook at the same time. My voice or my lips are not matching. So it's a delay. I don't know if it's the way I start. So I want to try the quick live one on YouTube. So I'm going to try that. Hopefully it's going to match a little bit better. So stay tuned for that. Also, again, with Margaret discussion, I will be starting a VIP group on Facebook. And again, that is the thing, that the way that Facebook unrolled the thing, you know, they say they build that for, I don't know if you watch the news, it's with Congress and so on. It's a big thing. Well, a group going to go in your feed right away, while a business page won't feed in your feed all the way, like the way that even if you get notification in that, a lot of time the business page get pushed aside with that new thing. So I will start a VIP. VIP is going to be for my customer only though. So I'm going to have more detail coming up on that. I plan to start that June 1st, my VIP program. So Margaret, if you're listening, thank you so much for the lovely conversation last night. It was wonderful. I learned very, very much from you. So thank you. And now let's get stamping. I'm going to get my hands dirty and so on. And so hopefully I see many people are live there. So thank you so much for joining in. So cheer to a good cup of coffee and let's get going. So I was so afraid I wouldn't be able to be live. Today I'm flipping you upside down and around we go. What happened, we had this humongous, and I say humongous storm last night. So I'm running on very little of sleep, and this morning now it's clearing up good. So I'm like, oh, thank goodness. Okay, first thing we're going to do is do a full letter. Oh, I need something here. I need a mat of something. I know this is going to give a glare, but you're going to have to bear with me because I need this first, okay? We're going to do a faux leather. You know what? Let me bring you even higher so you can see the whole shebang here. Here we go. this one here, I cannot tell you enough. You have to do it to see or feel it, because this feels just like a chamois. You touch it, it feels like leather, like that. I mean, it's beyond gorgeous. So I'm going to have another video just like a book and a card for that. But you're going to need some glycerine. Where do you get that? It's right at Walmart or pharmacy, whatever. Like at Walmart, it's right in the front of their window there. That's where I get that. And I wanted to put, and I forgot, I will share later on sometime in a post. That's how I refill to my my pen, the blender pen. That I got a recipe for that. You know what? I think I got it. Let me pull that up here. I think I just had it last night. 1 second. One minute. No, it's not that. I got a recipe. Oh, I know where it is. Okay, get your pen ready. Here it is. The recipe to refill your blender pen. It's 1 teaspoon of glycerine, 2 teaspoons of distilled water, 1/4 teaspoon of alcohol. The alcohol, don't use tequila. It won't work. Use 70% alcohol. It's going to work much better than tequila. So again, it's 1 teaspoon of glycerine. I think you can see good there. Here we go. 2 teaspoons of distilled water and 1 teaspoon of alcohol. What you're going to do, find a little container, very little container, put that in like a pill container, work great. You're going to put, when they get dry, you're going to put 1 tip, soak it a few hours. Me, I let it soak overnight. Now, you're going to turn it around and soak the other end to a couple of hours. And then your blend's going to be juicy again. Okay? So if you get the glycerine for this technique today, you're going to be able to use it for other things in your craft room. Now, for today, what you're going to need, I don't have a recipe for today, okay? It's grandma recipe. What I mean by that, it's a bit of this and a bit of that. That's the way that I work. So this is our stamping spritz, okay? And this is very thick. It's almost like gelatine. And you see it's still very thick in the barrel, right? So that would be about enough. I'm going to put a little bit more. I would say it's about a teaspoon that I'm putting in there, okay? I'm going to show you the barrel, because I go with the barrel. I don't go by spoon or whatever, because it would be hard to measure a spoon and put it in that, except if I get a little funnel. But then it's so thick, it just stay there. So you see, it's about, oh, can you see there? You can see. Look. Now I'm going to take water, and this is very, that's good for your skin. I mean, it's very soft. I just brought a bottle of water because I don't have a sink by me here. I'm going to fill that about there of water and put your thumb there and shake it, baby. You have to shake that nonstop for a bit because you really want that water and that glycerine very mixed well together. And by the way, Ollie, it's at the other end. It's the first time joining in. I got my awesome responder named Holly. And Ollie, it's with H, Holly. And in my book, her name is Ollie. She's the one that answered all the questions for me. And then I'm going to add a little bit more water. So if it's something that she don't know, it's kind of more, oops, that a bit more to water. It still needs shape. So I just fill it almost to the top there. She's the one answering the question. If it's something she's not sure, then we get a secret way of communication, and she popped me something, and then I know, talking about that, I need my device. Well, oh, here is my device. So she communicates with me like that. So, yes, don't think I'm that good that I can do this and answer at the same time. Holly answer all questions for me. So thank you, Holly. Okay, so now I got all the measurement in the PDF file. But to do the full letter, here it is for the one for today that we needed, but I'm going to share it with you. I bet you can see. See, this is paper. Oops, I broke this one. Usually they don't break that easy. I broke this one. We're going to make it work though. It's very, very leathery and strong. Well, this one, I guess I pull a bit too hard. We're going to make it work though. So I got that ready, but I'm going to share with you how I done that. And this is going to have to be done a day in advance. You won't be able to do this today and finish your project because you're going to see why. So what you want to do is take your spritz and spritz all over, completely wet, turn it around, spritz. And make sure it's all good. And then you're going to crunch, and open it up and see it's already start that float there. I'm going to spritz again. Turn it around. And again, do that about 3 times. 2-3 times, just so you get all those crinkle in it. Maybe 2 times would be enough. It depends. Or this one would be perfect. So now what you need to do, it's like on a towel rod or something you can hang up like this. You see it's just hang up. You're going to let it dry. So let that dry. And then for my flowers, I did the same thing. This is the Pansy Punch. That's a punch that's getting retired. So you want to squeeze all that and shake it in between too to make sure the glycerine it's mixed well with the water. And then, and really when I did my thing, I used a full of this. And then this, the flour, what I done, pinch it under and then go like this. And then I let it dry this way. Just a little chunk there. So that's how you're going to prepare your, this here. Let me move this. Now, my hands are all soft. Okay. Let me remove this so we get a clean place to work. Okay, and with the full leather, I did a card. The card's already gone in the mail. Here it is. I think you can see very well there. Okay. Now, let me bring the big shot. And now, with the big shot, we're going to emboss, whoops, our leather. You can see the leather. Can you dry it with the heat tool? I would recommend not to, because if you heat it with the heat tool, it's almost go flatter and that. I try, and I prefer not the heat tool. I prefer to let it dry naturally. You can do it with the heat tool though. Nothing going to stop you of doing it with the heat tool. It's just I don't think it get the same results. Now I'm using the big leaf here. I think that make it very lovely. I'm going to put that right in here. And then I'm going to put this at the top. We're going to roll this. And I tried the E tool and it was still the center, so I just let it dry naturally. See, when you emboss that, it looked just like leather, my friend. Okay, now we're going to do a little operation here. This go under or... Here we go. We're going to call that good enough. What I say, don't sweat the small stuff. It's paper we're working with. It's all good. Now we're going to roll that. Oops, need this thing here. It's not like I can say, oh, let me do another one here. I cannot do that that quick. Like I said, even the heat tool would take a long time to dry it. So we're going to use this. Oh, let me take care of this. Okay. Now, you get two pieces. One piece, it's for the back. This is for, this one here, it's for the, what it's called, the pen holder. This one, I don't emboss it for the pen holder. I keep it plain. This one here, that's going to go in the back, I'm going to emboss it also. Okay, we are done with the big shot. I wish you could feel that. I'm telling you, it feels so like leather. Okay, now, if you want, you can always think, okay, let me bring you down now a bit. 1 minute. Here we go. You can take ink pad and tap it. This one looked very lovely. Let me pull my soft suede here. Really, this one, and all depends how much glycerine you get and so on. Let me 1 second. I'm not happy with my camera here. Here we go. You could always take the ink pad and so you get more character. Like I said, it's whatever that you prefer. See? So now that I've done that, I'm gonna, but really this look here, this soft suede, it's one of my favorite. To be honest with you, the black, I didn't like to work the black the way it was coming. So I would maybe stay away from the black. I like soft suede much better. It was a much better look. Or the red was good too, or the pink. For some reason, the black, I didn't like the way it came. So, okay, we got all our piece ready. Now, let's get going. So, we're going to start, while that it's drying, because I put the ink in to get stuck better, we're going to start with the what I call the masculine one. See, this flower just removed, and this one just looked like wood, and this looked just like beat up copper. I mean, beautiful. I don't know how much you can see. See? It looked like beat up copper. So if you wanted to give it to a man, you're just going to give it this way. And if it's a girly, you want to put that lovely beat up, it looked like, again, copper that it's beat up, and vintage copper or old copper that would slide just right in the back of this. Oops. And voila. That's how simple I fix for his and hers for that. So first I'm going to share with you how I done the beat up. So you want to have like a foam, like your paper piercer, or that foam that we use for the, with whatever it's called, the photopolymer. Now you're going to take your copper paper, and what you're going to do is take your stylus. My hands are a little bit too, what it's called, snake or whatever, very, and beat that up. So maybe this would be a good technique when you're mad at your kids or mad at your hubby. It's like, it's a good technique to do when you need to get some frustration out. But man, when it's done, you won't have no more frustration. It's going to be beautiful. And you have to do that with your strip too for the side. And I scored before I done that. And I didn't mark any, I did this like a month ago. This is ½ inch, and I did it in a whole strip when I did mine, but this, it's in 4. We're going to have to cut it at 2 there. But the same thing, you want to beat this up. And I prepare some in advance because I figure you didn't have to watch me beat that up. And then you turn it around too and beat that. You're asking me what size I'm using, the big one or the little one. It doesn't matter. You can use whatever to beat that up. I wouldn't use something sharp because it would make holes in it. But, so just turn it back and forth so you get different character. And another thing that you want to do, it's some lines in it. Just like copper that it's been in the weather for a long time. Just, so this is no right and wrong. It's just beat that up. Okay, so then when you're done with that, oh, I knew I had brought a paper towel, but I cannot. Okay, I'm going to need another paper towel. I put glycerine on this one. Okay, you're going to need a paper towel and the archival ink. And by the way, the archival ink, it's retiring. So it would be time to stock up on that because for this technique, it's awesome. You're going to ask me, is StazOn going to work? I don't know. I didn't try it. StazOn, it's very quick to dry compared to this, so I'm not sure. Now, what you're going to do is just ink this up. Okay, now, well, let me ink this one up too. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to keep that open because sometime I need to I'm just going to keep a little piece for my finger. And this is going to take some of the copper off, okay? The archival going to take some of the copper off. Just, the more you rub hard, the more copper it's going to remove. Then I'm going back with another layers. And this time I won't do as hard of the, oops, the polishing or brushing or whatever you call it. See, now I just go gentle. And I'm going to bring it closer and you're going to see that I get like kind of some silver at it and so on. I think you can see a bit there. Okay, so that we got that prepared. Now, I'm going to take the, I should have washed my hand when I went to get the paper towel. We're going to use a bone folder, and this, the petal, be very careful. Hold the tip of the petal because you want to curl it. And really, I should have let my ink dry because you're going to see what happened here. See? But don't sweat the small stuff. Just, here we go. I'm going to use some. I'm going to try to keep this bone folder clean. My bone folder are all well loved. I mean, well loved. I like to see stuff that's been used. Okay, so we got, oh, I got another one here. Again, just twist, twist, twist. Okay, so this I just use a glue dot. Well, 1, 2, 3 maybe. And put that crisscross them. Here we go. And then I'm going to take those beautiful gems. And we're going to put a gem in the center. It's funny, my scissors are walking this morning. Is it the time that stuff it's not walking in my craft room? Don't think so. Put that right here. I'd like to go more in the center. Here we go. See how pretty that is? There we go. See? Okay, that's ready. Now, remember the strip there that we prepared? Again, this is cut at 4, but we're going to cut it at 2. So you're going to need 4 of this. It's scored at a 1/4 inch. It's half-inch score at a 1/4 inch. So that's going to be your side. See? I don't know why I get a few extra here for some reason. Here we go. We're going to cut that at 2. And now you want to really reinforce this. Oh, no, I'm going to use something else. So I had extra one. I don't know why, but here we go. So now we're going to need that. We're going to do our box first. And I'm going to bring the scoreboard here. And this here measures 7 and it's about 7 and 1/8, I think. I think it's 7 and 1/8. That's what it looked like. But you're going to score at 2 inch all around, okay? 2. Oops, you know what I'm missing? I don't like to score without. Use wax paper. That makes your stylus slide so much better. I mean, wait, see now? It's just like nothing. The other time, it's kind of, you know, and that, it's wonderful. Some people say that they rub their stylus on a wax thing. I just use a piece of wax paper and go with it. Whatever worked for you. But wax make a difference when it comes to scoring. Now, we're going to reinforce all this. So, what I mean by that, you know what? Let me try something. That does help. Take your wax paper and rub that on your wax paper on your bone folder. Make wonderful. Okay, now we got this. And before we assemble it, I didn't like when I was removing, let's say that they use a lot of the Post-it note, that the inside was this. I want it to look like a real, true wood box. So to make it look like a true wood box, I needed wood inside also. So I got the wood texture paper here. So now, and pretty much the whole thing, I use Tombow. And one of the reasons why I did the Tombow, it is because if you're not right straight, you can move it, while if you use something else, you can't. And this one look a little bit higher, but that's one of the reasons why you want to glue it. Oops. That's going to be the outside. We have to do our box first because we have to cover the tab. Let's close that. Let's cut this. Let's cut this. So we're going to cut parallel to each side there and over here. So both of the box really are going to be done the same way. And then usually I like to take just a little snippet, like a little V here, the flap that go in, okay? It's just make it easier to close your box, to have it flush. Yeah, I thought to put it first, my paper, but I can't because we need to do the box first. It would have been easier if I can do the paper first, but it won't work because except the outside, we can do the outside. And that's what we're going to do. So now this is going to go this way. And that's going to go this way. Okay, so I can put those two flap here. And then those two cannot be put till we get the inside, closed to cover our tab. So we're going to put that there. Okay, let's turn this around and let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 there. You know what? I don't want to fight with this. It's almost empty. I was prepared. Woo! Now, be careful. My goodness. I was squeezing, nothing would happen, and now, boom! Okay, put that there. Because you don't want to put on the score line there, so just be careful, you know, maybe you want to trim a little bit before. It all depends how thick your score line is, but I'm going to trim that before I put it in, or we can trim it after also. Bring this down here. And you say, well, what about the side? They're not. Don't worry about that because we're going to be putting our corners there. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to do our box like this, but I think it's going to be easier. Let me reach my big scissors here. If when you put glue, make sure you put on the edge too. Let's see. Oh, this is not much to remove here. You can look and follow. Always go from the back. It's a lot easier. So you can cut your DSP a little bit smaller. I rather have it a little bit bigger than too small. Oh. Here we go. I'm going to give that to the sweeper there on the floor. Okay, now this, so you're going to close those 4 and go this way. See? Now, glue. And I am not doing my opening yet because it's always one side that look better than the other. So I'm just going to do the opening, the moon, whatever, to reach the... Okay, now make a box square. you're going to see what I mean by the opening, this thing here. I don't do it till my box is put together. Just the reason, it's because it's always one side that look better than the other. Always. Doesn't matter how hard you try. Well, if I do a circle, usually it's not the right side. Oops. Go. Okay, now I see I'm not square here. Make sure you are square. Here we go. So now this looks pretty slick, right? So we're going to put the two pieces that we miss. So right here. So now it doesn't matter how they're gonna, when they use the box, it's gonna really look like a wood box because the inside and the outside it's wood. Look, this paper it's beyond, well, maybe the girly girl don't like the wood look, but I sure do. Okay, now what you want to do is take your bone folder and all four sides. Make sure that everything is bound correctly. And now I see I still need to shave this a little bit here. And then this one. I would cut maybe my paper just a smidge smaller so this won't happen. Here we go. More stuff for the sweeper. Now you're going to do the same thing with these here. Put your glue. This is your brass bracket. And go inside, put your finger and really press this hard. See how it, oh, well, it's because I get glue on my finger there. See how it looked like, just like the brass look. Now I'm going to go on the other one. So this one, it's almost done. See how simple it was? It looked way more complicated than it is. I promise Ollie that we're going to be done on time today because she got a baby shower. I need to wash my hand. Oh, I know. 1 second. This is going to go better. I got some baby wipe here. Because right now my hands are so slick and then I get the glue on top of it. It's like I couldn't concentrate. Here we go. Much better. Okay. Now I get more glue on my finger. My goodness. And then right here. Make sure that you touch the paper in the back. You have to put that pressure so you get a good bond there. Let me remove this. So in the PDF file, you're going to have all measurement, you're going to have the recording, you're going to have everything where to score and so on. That it's all in the PDF file. Just want to be stubborn to do this corner. Here we go. We're going to let that glue. And then we're going to go, while that's finished, for some reason, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do our for the pencil. So I done this. I beat it up. See, it's all beat up. I think it measured 3. Yeah, it is. This one it's 3. The other one it's a bit longer. This one it's 3, and it's all an increment of ½ inch by 2.5. So you're gonna cut, and you get ½ inch at the bottom. You're gonna cut, 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 and then remove. And see, I do little V's on each side. Remove this one. And then I'm going to come here again. It's make it easier if one of the tab, it's got that little notch in it. Okay, now you're going to have to reinforce all this. I pre-done quite a bit of that there. Reinforce, reinforce. More stuff for the sweeper. A lot of stuff don't reach the trash here. It's special for the sweeper. Now, I'm going to show you a trick here. Anytime you get 4 sides to a box, a rectangle, or whatever. If it's 3 sides, you cannot do it. But if like triangle, you cannot do this. But anything that it's 3D that got 4 sides, assemble it flat. Flat, flat, flat. It's much better. So this here don't want to go there quite a bit. It seemed a little snug, so I'm just going to shave this off. And see, now it's going to be perfect. So the tab itself there, if you see it's a bit too snug, like it didn't want to fold that nice, just shave that there. Now, I'm going to take my Tombow. This is not my good one. Go away. Put your Tombow there. Make sure you go on the side because that's where it's going to pull. So anything you do like this, like my paper and that, you really want to go on the side. Now we're going to hold this here a bit. On good here. Okay, now when this is done, open this up here. You're going to close this. Close. Well, you can put a little tab of glue right here. Tab of glue. Here we go. Now bring this up. Take a pencil. Push it. Push the bottom with your pencil so you get a good bond on it. Okay. Now, let's do, well, I don't remember the size that I use, but I'm going to use 1 3/8. And I think that is the size that I use. No, 1 1/2. You know what? Measure. That's why I get rulers. It is 1 3/4. 1 3/4. Okay, now I'm going to look through this here. What size seemed to be the nicest? You don't want the one that you add the flap though, because that's too thick. So I'm going to use this side here. Take your, oh, another thing that I did, close your punch here. Take a Sharpie, close your, you see it's a little bit raised up there and there. Take this, make a mark, and where it's raised up, make a mark. So you know that's exactly half of your punch. You're going to see, on the camera, I bet it's hard to see, but you're going to see it's raised up. The center there, you see, it's raised up right here. So mark it. Now, you know where it's marked, which this is my front. Put that in, go right. Really, this one push right there, but you know where it's your center there. And make sure you're equally on each side. Punch. Voila. Make sure this stay bond. Because copper, it's kind of tricky to get bond, right? So make sure that you get a good bond there. Okay, now what I'm going to do, it's, I'm going to use tear and tape for this. And this is going to go sideways like this. So I'm going to take a piece of tear and tape. I don't know if this is going to be... or you can use Tombow. I just want to see this, if this is going to go faster than trying to wait for the glue to dry. That's my goal here. Because Tombow, you have to keep on pressing till you get a good bond. And this should be boom there. So now you're going to take this. You're going to make sure that you lay it flat. Okay, see, this is flat. Now this is going to go flat there. Make sure the back is flat. Now you're going to take this, put your pencil in, your hand inside, all done. Now I get this, my cube going to go in. Where's the other cube? Now this here need to be put together. I'm going to do this quick. Here. That it's our add-on. I'm putting a piece of soft suede in the back just to make it stronger. And we're gonna score that. This here was 1 inch, 1 1/4, 1 1/4 by 3 1/2, but we're gonna score at 2. Okay, 2 gonna be in the bottom. So, oops, this. I didn't score at 2. That don't sound right. 1 minute. I think I did a boo-boo. Where's my old one? That don't seem right. I don't even know where it went any. Oh, here it is. Well, oh, this one was at 3 1/2. Yep, 2. It's right. I'm right. It's better to look at it twice. And then I get the leaves. I've done the same thing. And this is the leaf bunch. I beat this up too. So I'm going to take my leaf. Oops. Now I need the other one. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to put my leaf right here. Then I'm going to take glue dots. Here we go. Put that right here. High enough because it want to slide in. And put this in if it's for a girl. Voila! Is that the cutest thing? And trust me, I'm looking on the picture there. Nothing is the same. Nothing is the same at all. This is, yeah. Much, much nicer in real. Okay, so we got one done. Let's move that aside. Now we're going to do the other one. So it is the same thing. I pre-scored this one because I figure you watch me do one. I'm just going to reinforce it. And this one, we just put our banner around and it's going to be done. So we're going to cut and cut and cut and cut. Oh. I just do a little V. Then take the score out so it make it fold straight. Not fold straight, but close, whatever, to do the box. Do this. Oh, I need to start my my hot glue gun because we're going to need that for our flower. Okay. And here we go. Okay, oops, forgot one. So now the hot glue gun, it's going. I always take the whatever that that little bit that I'm removing from the flap that gets close. Now close this here, and we're gonna make sure you get the edge. That's where it needs some love. I'm going to do one side. You line that straight here and line that straight there. So that's how you can do a box very lovely. It's make sure your corner are lined up with your side. Like this one I need to pull. Here we go. Now we're going to do this one. And the flower, I don't know if I told you, the flower, it's in Melon Mambo, and the other one was in Cherry Cobbler. Okay, then take your bone folder, really press that in. Press that in. Okay, now what you're going to do, it's you're going to do 3 sides. So I'm going to start here. So I start with one side first. Okay. Now I'm going to take this. Let me double check that. Yes. So I need to start a little bit in the back. And this rip that I got, trust me, friends, it's just going to give some character. Really, look, you cannot even tell. That's awesome stuff. So just press it down. Let me get my little nose here. I can squeeze some, glue right in there. This is the fine tip glue, but I put the Tombow in it. When my bottle was empty, and no, I don't dilute it, and it squeezed very lovely for me. I never had to warm it up under the sink, the water, or nothing. I just make sure that I put the needle in and cap it and call it good. For me, it worked like a charm. Here we go. Now we're going to flip this. Make sure that you put generous glue in the corners, because that's where it's more and it's 2 tips here. Just pull this tip, squeeze that in that bottle, and you don't, not even a full one gonna fill your bottle there. So for me, that long needle, it's a lifesaver. Now take this, bring this here. Now each corner, see, I squeeze, 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 squeeze. Up, and then it poop on me. Here we go. You want to have square corners, so really squeeze those corners. Put your finger there and squeeze. Now again, take your bone folder in so that the glue and the paper bond together. If you wait too long, the glue gonna dry, not touching the box. Now we're gonna go here. Again, corner. It's gonna maybe ooze on the side there, but it's better to ooze on the side than not having a bond there. Push that in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. We're gonna bond this again. And then I'm just laughing here by myself. I think I embossed the wrong one. Let's see. No, I embossed the right one. Okay, that tool, it's ready that it stink. Woo! Okay, now you're going to have to okay, let me put a bit of glue on top of this and right here. I see a bit lots. Then you're going to take this, put it at the top. Just press, flip it, and you got it. Okay, now we have to let this dry before we can punch our hole, okay? So let that dry completely good, because if not, it's just going to make a mess. It's going to kind of rip. So let's do the other part. We're going to do our flower now. Let me check my heat tool. Oh, it starts stinking, but it's not quite. Oh, it's coming. Okay. Okay, so to put our tool together, our flower together, I start with, oops. With the one that it's more flat, whatever. Oh my goodness. Here we go. So do a good chunk here of hot glue. You know what? I know why. My thing, it's not pushing. Oh. I'm okay. This got unplugged because something fell on it. I was looking for this here. Here we go. Now that's going to help pushing. Now take another one, squeeze that a bit, put that, overlap it, but the petal, you know, crisscross the petal. Does that make sense what I'm saying? See? Crisscross the petal. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Here we go. Now, I'm going to take this one here. See, it don't really cut because it's like leather. Here we go. We're going to take this and move it together like this. So, just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, my glue is stick from the back fell. My goodness. Here we go. Take this. Put those two petals together. So now we're down to 4 petals. See? Put this here. Don't worry about those glue hair, because we can take care of that when it's all dry. Now we're going to take this one again. Cut in 2, put a dot of glue there, bring that together. Okay, now squeeze it a little bit more. Put the glue dot, not a glue dot, you know what I'm saying, right? The hot glue. Now this one here, I remove completely a petal. Glue dot or glue snot or whatever you call it. It looked like. Squeeze. So now we're done to 3 petals here. See this? The bottom, bring the bottom in and remove this. Keep it squeezed in your hand. Go right in the center of this. And bring this in. Now while the glue's still warm in the center, squish, squish, squish. That, my friend, it feels just like a leather. I mean, the flower is just like a leather flower. But now, before I can start pulling these, I need to let it dry completely. So I'm going to unplug this before I hurt myself. Here we go. And now we're going to finish our box, and it's done. It went good. Okay, let's do our this here. I pre-score again, and this one, it's a little bit longer, like I said. So this we're going to wrap around, but I didn't do the, whatever it's called. Now I get hair, not air, but you know what I mean, the glue hair. We're going to wrap this around here with the one that we didn't emboss. So we're going to cut that, cut that, cut that. Okay. And again, do you remember the rules when you do something with 4 sides? See, now this don't want to close very well there. So what I'm going to do, it's the one that go inside. Just shave it off a bit. That's it. Because you need the space for that score. See, now it go perfect. So what you're going to do is take your glue. Glue, glue, glue. Always put the box flat. It's going to be straight and so much easier. Except like when I did those triangle box, well, that was different because 3 sides don't work that way. Bonjour, Marie-Claude. I see some people talking French. I like it. Comment ça va, Marie-Claude? You know what? I'm going to cut just a little bit of this here so it fits easier for me. Yeah, this one here, it's not this one, it's pure paper. It's not the glycerine. The glycerine paper gonna come in a second. We're gonna have a wrap around. I think I saw that question there. So this box is just plain paper. It's not the glycerine. I don't think you could do a box really with this because it's leather. It would be kind of, see this? It's leather. So I don't think that you could do a box, but we're going to do a box. We did the box. And now what we're going to do, it's wrap it. So what you're going to do, it's I like to start like this here. And I start off just a little bit. See? And I could have kept it flat. It would have rolled better flat, but I think I'm going to get it. Now I'm going to put this here. I could have rolled this flat. You know what? I need more glue here. Because the glue on this, you have to put quite a bit, because that paper now, it's kind of absorbing. Okay, now you know what? I think I can do something here. I think so. We're going to fix that bottom of the box. Here we go. So put your paper flat, and then we're going to do the bottom of the box. See? Here we go. Don't worry about my bottom there. I'm going to fix my bottom. Then fold it the other way. Okay, this here needs to be bound there. And that's going to go in the back of the box, so I'm not sweating about the small stuff. Okay, now let me fix the bottom. Put this down, see? So before you put your bottom, do wrap it around. Bonjour, Claire. Hey, I see quite a bit of people talking French here. That's exciting. Okay. Now, let me reach again for this. And again, remember, you cannot do on the box where you overlap it. So, and I don't want the back of it. You know what? Even the back look good. So I'm going to do the front. And this here, push it there and go quick. You cannot just go soft because it's just going to rip that leather. So look, boom, it's done. Now we're going to take this. Oops, that's the bottom. We're going to put that right there. Okay, you see how much glue I got here? This is not a mistake, okay? It is not a mistake. You want to put your thing down again. Decide about where you want it. Now hold it. It's, take your pen. This one is big. And push it. Because you need to bound that paper, but make sure that it don't go longer. You cannot just lift it up because you want to make sure that it stay flat on the box. Hold that there a bit. Hold. Now for your, oh, I need another chunk of glue. Is it still hot? Take my leaf, and I did the same thing with this. Now I'm going to take this, and I'm putting it on the other side because I got the pin. After I was done, I'm like, oh, I should have done that on the other side. Because it's already busy on that side with the pin. So now I move my flower on the other side. Then hold it. See how cute it is? Well, we need a bit more glue here. Here we go. Now, see the red flower? Okay, now I'm going to put that in. Oops. There we go. And then I need a pencil, a pen. I started with quite a bit of pen, but it's just like anything else. Sometimes the stuff walk away. Et voila. So we get 1 and we get 2 that we done. How about that? Do you like that? Here I'm going to share with you a card that I did with that flower. See? Same technique of the flower. Okay, so let me flip you around. Upside down we go. Here we go. So, that is about it. I'm going to repeat the, I don't know, oh, here it is. The hostess code with an order of $40. You're going to get, if you enter this. If you order it's over $150, don't enter the hostess code and you're still going to get the PDF file. Also remember the retire list, it's on my blog. Check it twice. It's while supplies last. So here is the hostess code XKEP93DH. Terry said, wow, it fit a lot of pad. It's like designed for the cube. So it's 2-inch tall. So you fit not just the little pad, 1, 2, you fit 5 of the, not the dollar store one, the thicker one, the dollar store got way less thing in it. So thanks, Donna, for a thumbs up. So again, I think you can share too also on YouTube. I'm not sure, I think so. Don't forget, if you want to get the latest, make sure you subscribe and then you click the notification because I'm going to be live just for a quick card once a week, just like what I do on Facebook, but it's never going to be the same time, though. So keep that in mind. And Ollie, thank you for always being there to answer them. And you know what? We forgot something. I hope people didn't walk away. I got 2 giveaways. So you need to be live to win. And I completely forgot about that. So both gave away. See, they're ready to mail. It is 2 packs of cardstock and the Tranquil Tulip. How can you win? Say, tell us, leave a comment there or whatever. And Ollie gonna pick a winner. She been registered them all day. So we're gonna wait just a little bit and Ollie gonna send me the winners. So let's just wait a little bit. I almost forgot the thing. So we're gonna wait a little bit. Let me go rinse my hand quick. I got so much glue on my hand. So maybe that when you want to do this, it's good to have... oh, I heard my phone. That was quick of Ollie. Well, the winner is Patty Doucette and Diana Knapp. K-N-A-P-P. Diana Knapp and K-N-A-P-P. And Patty Doucette. Please email me your shipping address, mailing address at FrenchieStamps.com or hotmail.com. And I'm going to put that in the mail Monday morning. Maybe if you do it right now, I think the mail didn't come by. It could go in the mail today. So thank you all for joining in. Again, don't forget to look at the retire list. Look at it twice, 3 times, 4 times. And again, about the color retiring and so on, check that. It's while supplies last. And so many questions about, just visit my blog. I get so many question and answer about the new color. I get all the color posted there. You can see the one leaving, the one coming in. All in that post. It's right there at the top of my blog. If you go at FrenchieStamps.com, you got a banner right in the center. It says retiring. You get all what's retired, the new color coming in, for the blog. And if you don't have that banner because you're on a mobile device, just scroll down, and that was done Monday or Tuesday. Let me tell you the date exactly. April 9 that it was. So April 9, that was Monday. Okay, so you get all that information there. If you get question, just call, email me, whatever worked for you. Also, don't forget, new catalog, a lot of new product coming in. If you would like to get that new product at a discount, join my team. Right above on my blog, it's a question and answer, or join my team right there. Thank you all for joining in. And oops, not that. I sure hope that I'm going to see you popping in weekly when I'm going to be live. Also, my blog got a post on weekly on Monday, whatever, all week except Sunday. Bye-bye for now, my friend. Have a lovely week. Oh, by the way, this hostess code ends next Monday, the 23rd. So you get a week. Bye-bye for now.